Good morning, everyone. Happy hump day. Hey. So, as you can see, I took a loss. And that's okay. I say it many times. There's always a lesson in failure. Now, my bias overall was USD JPY was bullish on the daily. Let me hide this real quick. On the daily, we're bullish. 4 hour, we're bullish. 1 hour, we're bullish. But price was like in a weird state this morning. Like it was going up, but I usually don't like to enter until market open, which that's 7:30 Colorado time, and then 9:30 New York time. So 2 hours ahead. And Forex US market opens at 8 o'clock, but it's just not a good time to enter because there's not enough volume, not enough liquidity, because not enough people are willing to come into the market yet. It's basically pre-market. It's what it is for Forex. So as you can see, during the pre-market phase of USD JPY, we were slowly crawling, and then market opened right here on this candle at 9:30. And at first I wanted to go long, and I knew price wanted to sweep out these Asian highs, which it did. And then we got to here, and I kind of realized price was like just chopping it up, like it wasn't going anywhere. I went down to the 1 minute time frame. I saw that, I saw this. It was just consolidating. And I saw that we had this fair value gap down here that hadn't been filled yet. I saw another fair value gap get created right here, and I saw price heading down towards this first fair value gap. And I was like, okay, you know what? This is a good short opportunity, because if price is seeking out this fair value gap, then that means it's going to seek out this fair value gap as well, because we haven't even had a slight move into it. So I was like, all right, I'm going to go short here. And I put my stop loss above the most recent high, and then I put my take profit right beneath that fair value gap. And when I enter this trade, at first I was like, okay, you know what? I'm right. The price is going where I think it's going to go, because it kept coming in and out. And I was like, all right, we're going to have a breakout soon to the downside and get this liquidity down here. But it turns out I was wrong. Price continued to go up and get the final Asian high from yesterday. But I guarantee you, here in like an hour, price is probably going to find its way back down here. But that's all right. I guess it wasn't really it was a 50-50. There was probabilities to it. No, I wasn't even gambling at all. There's no gambling involved in this, but it's just like people consider this like a gamble. I wasn't gambling. It was me going off my data and my bias. Yes, my bias was bullish, but at the same time, we did have a lot of bullish momentum happening here, and we did sweep these highs, as well as we didn't have a fair value gap that was filled on the downside. We also created a new fair value gap when price starts moving down towards this fair value gap, and we don't have a fair value gap filled below the fair value gap that was recently created. That means that price is just going to seek out the liquidity on the downside to make price go up higher. So that's why I went for a short. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to be right on this. I'm going to be right. But it turns out it didn't want to do exactly that until sweeping these Asian highs, which, like I said, probably in an hour, price is going to come down here and go down here, get this liquidity, and then shoot back up. So I guess I should have just took the long that I wanted to do at first. I think just my bad habit is I constantly changing my mind. I'm constantly second guessing, but at the same time, like, I don't go off of just, oh, I hope it goes here. I go off of probabilities. I go off of data. I go off of bias. I just need to learn to stick with one thing for that day and not constantly be changing my mind. So there's just more work that needs to be done in my psychology. But overall, I'm okay with taking the loss today. I learned. If the bias is bullish, just look for a long, don't look for a short. And, I probably could have been in a winning trade today, but I just made that mistake of taking a short when the bias is bullish. So, yeah, that's all I got for today, guys. Have a good one.